Alright you guys, today we are going to be installing some rock lights on the Jeep for both front and rear. And show you here, this is what we got. They're basically like about a 4-inch square LED lighting. Good thickness, got them off of Amazon for them for $41 with free shipping. I've already mounted one of them up here underneath here for you guys to show you. I used the factory bolts spots that were up there for the factory rail leg, but it tucks up in there where it doesn't have to be worried about. I've already got it wired up. As you can see here, it puts off a ton of light down here at the base of the wheel lights. Alright, a quick overview of what I'm doing here is on the back side. You can see that this wire here is good about 8 to 10 inches long, which is too long for me to get the ground. I'm actually going to be grounding the ground of the light out onto the actual frame using the mounting kit that came with it, which are going to be these bolts right here. So what I've done here is on this wire here, I've gone ahead and stripped back some of the outer wiring so that on the positive it can go ahead and go further along with that shell casing. And put the black up here, and I'm going to wrap this in a black tape, that way it seals this outer cover all the way up to this point. Alright, using one of the standard connectors here, I'm basically just going to place that on the end of the negative wire, crimp it off and solder it together, that way it's got a solid connection. As you can tell, I did go and cut just a little bit off the wire, that way when this comes back here, the wire distance is basically the minimal that it needs to be and we don't have excess going in it. I could have trimmed this sleeve further back, but I was trying to maintain this waterproof seal as much as possible, which is why I've got the duct tape up here, or sorry, black tape up here, electrical, and then I continue that all the way down the line to try to get as much coverage. I'll also be putting some wire loom on this to help protect it, and when this here mounts up, when this mounts up to the frame, as you see the bolt, this will mount in here, causing it to sandwich between it, and that will ground that out for a frame, since this here is mounted to the frame and not to plastic, so that will be my actual grounding point. These here are the factory hole spots that should already be in the Jeep. I'm going to be utilizing the one on the very bottom right corner to get this mounted in. And as you can tell, that's where it is now mounted up in place to give the light shining down here on the tire. And this is going to be how they look at night with just those two set up. As you can tell, they give a lot of light down around the wheels for sufficient rock crawling and being able to see what's going on.